Hello, my gentle souls. Welcome back to my channel. I am Lotus Evolutionary, and today's ASMR session, I wanted to take time and focus on releasing any fear, any scarcity mentality, any anxiety, or just any energy that is no longer serving you right now. I know right now in the world, the energies are a little bit scattered. And I know that there has been, it seems almost like a cloth of fear that has came over the world right now, because a lot of people, the hot topic right now seems to be war. And I know a lot of people are going into a panic mode on how this is going to affect them or what's going to happen. And it just overall seems to be bringing a lot of people into this lost mentality, in a sense, feeling a little worried, scared, and just overall in a panic. So today's video, I wanted to take time to talk about it. So at the beginning of January 2022, we all went through a planetary transformation. Now, this planetary transformation that occurred has affected each one of us differently. Now, those of us who resonate in a higher vibration and who are on the path of ascension right now and who are healing, this video may not resonate with you as much today. But for those of us who are a little worried right now of what's going to happen if a war does happen, how that's going to affect you, how it's going to affect your family, today's video, I hope it helps you relax your mind, allowing you to feel safe and secure, helping you release the outside chatter, helping you tune back in to your center. Everybody feels fear at one point in their life. It's normal to feel fear. And if you actually allow yourself, when you are feeling scared, to push through that fear, on the other side of that fear, you will find your strength and confidence. You'll find all of your manifestations, abundance, growth, new opportunities. Your fear, if you allow it to, can be one of your greatest teachers. So for those of you who are worried right now or in a scarcity mentality, allow it to illuminate the path ahead of you. Allow these different fears you have to be like little checkpoints on your path forward. And each time you overcome a fear, you find the strength, confidence, and light within to shine a little bit brighter to help move forward. And then before you know it, you've overcome all your fear. Because you had the strength and confidence to keep moving forward. The best way to overcome fear is to take one step forward. Just one step at a time. Doesn't have to be a big step. But that one step that you chose to take allowed in a little bit more light, a little bit more clarity, a little bit more healing. "555" on the clock exactly changes here. It's important to understand what's going on in the outside world. But if you change your thoughts, release some of this fear, or scarcity mentality releases anxiety, you can shift your vibration and your consciousness into a higher vibration. No longer living in fear, worry, anxiety. And you won't be so worried about the war and what's going to happen. Because you know that whatever is going to happen, you're going to be prepared. And you're going to be able to handle it. I don't know if anyone just heard that car in the background, but I thought it was perfect timing because it's time to get moving forward. We don't need to stay in this fear. Instead, let's use this fear to motivate us, to prepare us. Often, when we are in a state of fear, it's because, one, we don't feel like we have the strength or confidence to overcome it. Or two, because we were unaware of how to get out of it. Sometimes we just don't know where to start. But that's why you just take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Even if you can't see the entire path ahead of you, that's okay. That's where you need to have faith and trust in yourself. That you're exactly where you need to be. And you know what you need to know right now. And you have all the tools that you need right now to manifest a reality for yourself full of opportunities, growth, abundance, joy, love, laughter. If you focus instead of on fear, instead of anxiety, if you refocus all that energy back onto yourself, and begin to create a reality of a higher vibration, of an overall happiness and joy in it. What this does is, as you focus on this and begin to change your thought patterns, it begins to create a new reality for you. And as you begin to heal and change your reality and raise your vibration, next thing you know, all the people around you that you're surrounded with are doing the same. Because all it takes is for that one person to change, and just like a ripple effect, everything around it begins to change as well. Because healed people heal people, and those of a higher vibration attract those of a higher vibration. So instead of being worried and scared about the war or what's going to happen, instead focus on your reality right now, your life right now. If you're worried, then get yourself prepared so you aren't worried anymore, so you aren't scared of what's to come. Turn this fear into action, into motivation. I know this was a little bit of a longer intro, but let's attune us to the Reiki symbols. Alrighty, so to begin today's session, I do have this little candle I wanted to light. And as we light this candle today, I want this candle to represent that flame that burns inside of you, oh so bright. Let's see if I can zoom into this. I don't think it's going to zoom into it. It wants to not zoom in. I'm going to assume it's not. Sorry guys, can't see the flame, but you can see it from the side, kind of. But I want, for yours and mine, and everybody who's tuning in right now, in the collective's highest and greatest good, I light this flame today to represent our own flame for any fears, illusion, anxiety. May this flame shine bright and illuminate all that needs to be illuminated inside of us, so that we may transmute any of this fear, anxiety into positivity, into love, into light, into joy, into laughter, into anything that we need it to turn into of a higher vibration, so that we may turn that energy into our blessings. The light inside of you can outshine any fear, any scarcity mentality you have. You have this beautiful power and light within you that helps you overcome all your difficulties. Any obstacles and challenges coming your way, you have the strength. And if you forgot your strength, then allow this light today, this candle that we lit, to represent just that for you. Alright? And now I have some of this Palo Santo. And we're just going to light this. And we're just going to move this throughout your entire energetic field, starting at the top of your head, your crown. We're just going to gently move down your third eye, down the nose, cheeks, mouth, and the throat. Gently moving down to your chest, allowing the smoke and the sage to cleanse your space, cleanse your aura. Moving down your right arm and your left arm. Going down to your belly button now. Alright. Down your left leg. Now your right leg. Bringing it all the way back up. Just gently cleansing and clearing your aura. Cleansing your chakras. And back up. Allow the sage to gently gently cleanse your space. Alright. Good job. I really love the smell of Palo Santo. We're just gonna put this over here. Oops. Let's hope I don't start a fire. I just got this gift yesterday, this box. I thought it was perfect to use today because it says fierce on it. And I have some crystals in here for us. But I thought it was perfect for some ASMR triggers. And because you are fierce, you are a force to be reckoned with, okay? Don't forget that. Don't allow your fears to tell you you're something you're not and convince you that you are someone different. You are a being of love and light, and you have the confidence and strength to overcome anything. Shout out to my friend Marissa because she gave this to me. And it's what actually, because of the fierce on here, it gave me the idea of today's video. So thank you. And let's see what crystals I have in here for us today. Alrighty. So to begin, we have our first crystal, which I don't even think it is an actual crystal. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Shout out to my friend Bobby. He gave it to me. And he got this in Alaska at a mining company. But I wanted to bring it in today because it has this beautiful, it's like pink, red, white, and like dark brown. But to me, that represents the root chakra. And our root chakra, when it's out of balance, some of the traits of an imbalanced root chakra is being in a scarcity or lack mentality and being filled with fear. So I wanted to bring this in today to help us open and cleanse our root chakra so that we can release this fear and really get to the core of where fear is located for us. I'm going to channel my energy. All right. And I'm going to move it throughout your whole energetic field so that we can begin to release some of this fear you might be having, okay? So let me just channel my energy in this. All right. And now we're going to move it throughout your entire energetic field so that you may gently release. We'll begin to release any fear that might be trapped in our thought process, or any outdated belief systems that might be keeping us trapped or stuck in a lower vibration. This is gently starting at the crown chakra. And we're just going to gently, 22. But we're just going to gently going down the face now. Take a deep breath in and exhale, allowing all of your body to just gently relax. If you're laying in bed, allow yourself to gently release any tension in your body, your muscles. Allow yourself to melt into the bed, relaxing, becoming calm. Alright. You are safe. You are releasing fear. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Allowing your mind to relax. You're calming down. Your mind is going calmly, just calming down, calming down. Releasing all anxiety. I'm feeling some self-doubt come up. So So let's breathe this out. Take a deep breath in and exhale, releasing all that self-doubt, replacing it with faith and trust in yourself. Moving this throughout your entire energetic field. We're doing a whole outline of the body so that we can release all that no longer serves us. Allow it to flow down you, out the soles of your feet, back into the earth. Releasing, releasing. Alrighty. And now I have this red jasper, which is perfect for stability. If you are in a fear-based mentality, red jasper, if you actually hold this in your hand, put it in your pocket, it will help you feel a lot more secure. It will help you feel grounded, and it will definitely help you release. Like, this is specifically for releasing any type of fear. So I'm just going to start at your crown chakra again, okay, on the top of your head, and we're going to move this throughout your whole energetic field so we can continue to help you release. You are powerful. Anything you put your mind to, you can do. You can create. Your thoughts are powerful. So make sure you are filling your thoughts with empowerment. With healing, with growth. Don't be afraid to use your voice either. I feel as if right now, I feel like there's a lot of people afraid to speak up. Your voice matters. You are heard. But you can't be heard if you don't use your voice. So just release this fear now. You have everything you need right now. And what you don't have that you need is already on its way to you. Now I have this amazing Smoky Quartz. And I want to use this to actually do a little bit of plucking to help us pluck out some of my fears, to help us. This Smoky Quartz is also really good for grounding us. It's also perfect for resentment, like releasing any resentment we might have, releasing any fears we might have. It's really good for dissolving any emotional baggage that we might have taken on. Alright, So I'm going to use this point right here, and we're just going to start at the crown. And I'm just going to make this massive affinity sign. And I'm just going to do this affinity sign moving completely down the body. So it's almost like it's connecting all of our chakras together as we slowly move down, allowing us to truly release any resentment, any fear, any blockages, cutting away any cords that aren't serving us. As each one of our chakras opens more and more as I move this crystal of smoky quartz down your body. Allow all of this powerful, loving light energy to come in like a floodgate or like a dam breaking. Allow this light to restore you, filling you back up, illuminating you from the inside out, giving you the strength you need, the courage you need to push past your fears, to transmute your fears, to become aware of your fears. Your light inside of you is powerful, and when you shine it bright, you become unstoppable. All right, now let's do a little bit of plucking. For those of you who are afraid of what's to happen with this war, if it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen, well, I guess the war technically has happened. I'm in America right now, so it hasn't affected us as nearly as it has affected other countries, okay? But for those of you who are being affected right now, I just want you to remember you are loved. You are so loved. And I hope today's video brings you into a higher vibration, calms the mind, and allows you to refocus. And honestly, make a plan. If you feel scared right now, or if you're in a scarcity mentality, make yourself a plan. How are you going to move out of this? How are you going to find solutions to overcome your fears? How can you prepare yourself more so you don't feel scared? Make a plan and begin to manifest it. All right, you're going to take a deep breath in and exhale. That's kind of a big one. All right. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more here, looks like. You are safe. You are loved. You have the power with your thoughts to create a new reality. One full of abundance, joy, laughter, silliness, harmony. Change your thoughts. Change reality. Be the energy you want to attract. All right, that looks pretty good. How are you feeling? I feel like your energy is already so much softer. Alrighty, so now I have some rosemary and spearmint essential oil infused spray. We're going to spray this throughout your entire energetic field, using this as that breath of fresh air you might be in need of. Also representing the water elements to help us wash all of these fears down our energetic field, giving us that nice cleanse, helping us feel refreshed and renewed. All right, so I'm just gonna gently cover your eyes and I'm gonna spray. Okay, now we're gonna go down each side of you. Oh, this smells so good. Down your legs. All right, I'm gonna spray my hand. This does smell good. Wow, I haven't used this in a while. This peppermint smell, or not peppermint, it's spearmint. The spearmint smell. It smells really good. And I am actually just going to push this energy and move it throughout your whole energetic field so that we can truly allow anything in our energy field to just naturally be released. All right, we rub this together and now we're just going to move this throughout your entire energetic field, allowing this to be used as like a rinse to help anything in our aura that isn't serving us to just be released. Release. Just release. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, and now I have this Himalayan cedar wood that we're going to use. It's calming, grounding, and balancing. Alrighty. I'm actually just going to see if I can place some of this on my fingers. Just dab, 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 dab. Alright. Let's do a little bit more. Here we go. I didn't want to take that thing off. Okay. And I am actually just going to, I'm going to be like right here around the crown. I'm going to just kind of like anoint you. Just places. Allowing us to become balanced, grounded. Alright. Then I'm also going to, let's actually take this off real quick. Okay. And I'm going to use more of this. There we go. Yeah, it's working. Alright, cool. And I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to focus on your crown chakra, which is, or your root chakra, I apologize, which is located in the base of your spine. I'm going to channel some of my energy here. I'm just going to gently move this through out your root chakra and down each leg so that we can help ground your energy. All right, perfect. And now I have one last thing that we're going to use, and it's going to be my favorite, which is my Selenite Wand. And we're going to use the Selenite Wand today as a magnet for any scarcity mentality, anxiety, self-doubt, fear, all of that energy that isn't serving us, any of the blockages, any of our thoughts or patterns in our mental thought process that need to be changed or altered in some way, or anything that just needs to be released. Let's allow the Selenite Wand to be like a magnet. And as we move it down our entire energetic field, allow this powerful crystal to gently just pick up everything left over that we might have missed. Going down left arm. Let's move over to the right arm. Go back to the chest. Going down the chest. Going down the stomach. Now let's move it down the left leg, the right leg, Now I'm just going to gently swirl this up, creating a whirlpool, opening our energetic centers, or our energy centers, creating this energetic gateway to open, allowing this whirlpool of energy to be created. And anything that isn't serving us, just allow it to be released now. Clearing our energy, raising our vibration. Alrighty. Oops. Perfect. Your energy feels wonderful. And just remember, your thoughts create your reality. So stop living in fear. Because when you're in fear, you're not truly living. Allow yourself to step outside your fear, to push past it, to transmute it, so that it can never be a fear again. Find your strength within. It's just waiting in the shadows for you to find it, becoming aware of it. Alrighty. Alright guys, that's what I got for you today. Nice. Let's fluff up your aura real quick and then we'll end today's session. Gently fluffing out the aura. Alrighty. Remember, you are powerful. You are safe. You create the reality that you want. You are in control of your life, of your reality. Fill it with joy, abundance, everlasting friendships, love, because that's what you deserve. Alrighty? That's what I got for you guys today. I hope this video helped you in some way. If this video resonated with you today, please give me a thumbs up. It sends me that energetic donation, and I appreciate it so very much. I'm sending all of my love and light to you guys. Namaste.